Establishment Democrats are lashing out now that the progressive momentum in the country is finally going mainstream, and in Michigan we are seeing a prime example of this playing out in the primary, where Democratic Socialist Abdul El-Sayed is absolutely surging in the polls above his corporate, centrist, do-nothing Democrat opponents.
Michigan, I was the daughter of small business owners. My dad was born right here in the beautiful city of Detroit, and my life's work has been defined by putting...
And in other huge news, the UAW, one of the largest unions in the country, endorsed El-Sayed in the race in another major blow to his pro-Israel Super-Pac aligned opponents. El-Sayed responded to the endorsement on Twitter, saying, "Today the UAW announced their endorsement of our campaign for U.S. Senate. I'm so honored and humbled. Michigan union auto workers built the American middle class and proved that when people stand together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Solidarity forever." But, of course, on the same day of this major endorsement, the establishment begins its campaign of shitting on the leftist. We've seen this time and time again, from Bernie Sanders all the way up until now, because corporate Democrats would much rather align themselves with the neo-Nazi fascist Republicans before they would ever do something with a socialist or left-leaning flank candidate. The New York Times came out with reporting today that says Chuck Schumer is privately backing Haley Stevens, the pro-Israel corporate-backed centrist stooge in the Michigan primary. He is apparently asking party donors behind the scenes to back Stevens financially, and right as this story is coming out from the New York Times, the Washington Post also released an article talking about how all of these institutional Democrats are jumping from the sidelines to endorse, guess who? Haley Stevens. And one, Democrat there saying, quote, "There is real concern that Abdul would not be able to beat Rogers and then potentially lose us a majority possibility in the Senate." But I call bullshit, all right? Because let me ask you, which of these messages do you think appeals more to voters?
In the United States Congress, I will continue to fight for the people of Israel. I will continue to fight for Israel's existence. Israel comes to me in my dreams. I see Israel's future, and I know that Israel will continue to exist for the Jewish people.
All of the challenges we face, whether it's housing or jobs or education or healthcare, all of them sit at the edge of a set of policies and a society that has been dominated by a very small number of very big corporations telling us that they not only get to nickel and dime us in the market, but that they should be able to buy the politicians who set the rules too. And I'm just going to tell you this, that if we want nice things, we can have them, but we will not get them by the same corporations who wrote the rules to rig the system against us. We will get them because we reach across divides to build together what we cannot have alone.
So you tell me which one of these candidates you would prefer to better represent you, especially as a Democrat, because amongst the Democratic Party, it is at 80% of Democrats have a negative view of Israel. 80% have an unfavorable view. 80! And you're telling me that the Democratic establishment is looking at a candidate like Haley Stevens as a better pick than Abdul El-Sayed? Really? Really?
Super-Pac and Israel are not the same as Judaism and the Jewish people. I love Judaism and I love the Jewish people. And the single most dangerous thing that they've tried to tell us is that somehow they can extend the definition of anti-Semitism to include a foreign government and its leaders. I call bullshit. No.
And just hearing the guy talk, it is no surprise to see that he is surging in the polls, right? This is a kind of a standout poll here that shows him way in the lead, but it tracks, right? He is gaining momentum because people know when they smell bullshit in the water, right? Because El-Sayed is just a genuine guy with a message of unity and working together and union organizing and fighting for what's right. But, it's nonsensical. He, in fact, just released this ad that showcases him and his volunteers going out door knocking to, get grassroots organizing instead of all these corporate donations to try to get money out of our politics. Okay, so we've got the ad pulled up right here. Let's take a look.
Meeting.
Are you Abdul?
I'm Abdul. Oh, hey, thanks.
Well, that he opens it by just
Hey, everybody,
skipping.
we're here in
It's great.
Traverse City. It is ridiculously cold. It's like 24 degrees, but we're out doing the work of democracy. We're about to knock all of these doors, spread the good word about a campaign to get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all. So y'all, what are we out here to do? Get money out of?
Politics!
Money in your?
Pockets!
To care for?
All!
I think they're ready to go. Let's roll.
It's just really cool because you don't often see political campaigns utilizing their grassroots organizing and their efforts and their volunteers as part of their campaign strategy, you know? Like you see it with maybe like an AOC or a Bernie out there every now and then, but they're, you know, almost so big at this point that it's hard to see kind of, you know, good actual grassroots organizing like this. It's great. It's great to see.
Hi. How are you? Your neighbor Nathan told you you might be interested in meeting. I'm Abdul. Very nice to meet you.
You look really familiar.
Well, I'm so glad I look like who I am.
Nathan was just trying to call me.
Was he?
Charisma.
He told me that you would be enthused to meet me. I'm so excited to meet you.
I wish you guys could. I'm trying to figure out a time that I can get down to the Democratic office to sign the petition.
Signatures? Yeah.
And I've got a busy day, and I have to go to pick up my grandson. But I am delighted to meet you.
It's a delight to meet you as well.
So,
Hi, how are you?
all right.
My name is Abdul El-Sayed. I'm running for U.S. Senate.
All right.
And I just wanted to introduce you. Oh, hey, thanks.
Person on the phone jumping in. That guy's great. That's so cool.
Anyway, I just want to say hello. And what's your name?
Lynn.
Lynn, very nice to meet you. I'm running to get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all. We're here in time up from Ann Arbor and wanted to just knock on some doors here. So introduce myself, and we can leave a little bit of something with you if you want to read a little bit more.
Yeah, sure thing.
And whoever it is on the phone, love her taste in politics.
It's great. It's so cool to see, you know, just actual politicians talking with their constituents in a way that doesn't seem so fake and corny and, you know, institutionalized, right? And yet, this is the guy that the Democratic establishment is trying to absolutely incinerate and torch, right? Because he is a leftist guy running for Senate with a good shot, right? And it's like the same thing over and over again. We've seen it with Bernie. We're seeing it right now with Graham Plattner, with all these controversies and things like that, when in reality, listen, he's the candidate, and like, no one has a perfect pass, but it's also like completely blown out of proportion. And we're going to take a look at this short clip from Hassan Piker talking about the complete inconsistency within the Democratic and Republicans party here, you know, like jumping at Graham Plattner for like sexting women and like maybe being a bad boyfriend 20 years ago versus what actual Republicans in office are doing. So let's take a look.
A Republican congressperson from Ohio torched his fucking wife with boiling water and then tried to sue her for defamation, and then had to drop it because it came out that there was an audio note where he openly admitted to it, and also a written note where he apologized for it. The president is Donald Trump. Donald, grab him by the Trump. The president has been in a civil trial found liable E. Jean Carroll. As far as like a PTSD-addled veteran goes, or as far as like the standards set forth by the average Republican or average Democrat congressman, right? Graham Plattner is, you know, he's not even up there in terms of like what Republican and Democrat congresspersons have done.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan has a point right here, right? Like, Graham Plattner, he would join the ranks of many people way above him in the shitty person scale, right? And we've just been seeing this time and time again. It's beyond belief, right? And we're seeing the same thing happening now with Abdul El-Sayed out in Michigan. But I just wanted to point out some of the great things that he's been doing, the new endorsements coming out, and also just the corporate establishment trying to get in on another progressive candidate. But I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw in this video, be sure to leave a like down below, and don't forget to subscribe and comment, do all that good stuff, and have a great day. I'm Iago Lashua. Goodbye.